Good morning, everyone. Today for Power 5, I've been thinking about this, something that I see a lot, particularly on social media. And it's one of the things that we don't really think about how we think about, and that is hard work, specifically moms. And just, it's hard. Like, it's really easy. You go on social media and you'll just see, like, it's just so hard being a mom because I have, like, to keep my children alive and keep the house clean and cook and do all of these things. And it's like, and, right? Society has gone so overboard in moms do hard work. And yes, moms do hard work. Guess what? Dads do hard work too. That's just part of life. Anything worth doing is hard work. Having a good marriage is hard work. Raising your children well is hard work. And so I've been seeing a lot of that kind of stuff, and it's part of me is saddened because there is a joy in being able to raise children. And if we can look at what our roles is, especially as wives and mothers, is like, I get to raise children. I get to shape these little minds into whatever direction. It's my privilege and my duty to guard them, to guard what they see, to guard what influences them. And if I'm going to do this in a way that pleases God, I need to look at this job as, yes, it's hard, but it is worth it in the end. And so just to help with that encouragement and combat a little bit of that messaging that is constantly out there, Galatians 6:9 says, "And let us not lose heart in doing good, for in due time we will reap if we do not grow weary." Don't give up. It's hard work. It's going to be hard work. Some seasons are going to be a lot harder than others. Some are a lot more exhausting. You don't get as much sleep. And then you have teenagers, and maybe you don't get as much sleep for other reasons. That's okay. It's still hard work, and if you are diligent, there will be fruit. There will be a harvest. Yes, ma'am. Or sir. It's not my child, it's somebody else's. Proverbs 14:23 says, "In all painful labor there is profit, but mere words from the lips lead only to want." Think about that. In all painful labor there is profit. For the moms in here, we have several little babies, and we're going to have another one here soon, which is wonderful. Labor is work. Everybody always shudders and like, labor is painful. I would say, having gone through it once now, it is work. Not necessarily always painful, but it is work. But it is a work with a beautiful reward and more work at the end. Deuteronomy 6:6-7 says, "These words which I am commanding you today shall be on your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your sons, and shall speak of them when you sit in your house, and you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up." This is our work. It's hard work because kids don't understand, or they start getting stubborn, and they're just like, I don't want to listen to you, mom and dad, right now. I want to do my own thing. I want to do what's fun. I don't want to do what's hard. And you have to teach them. We have to teach them. And we have to also exemplify it. We can't just teach what we don't live. If the word is not living inside of my heart, how can I teach that and plant that in my children's hearts? Romans 8:5-8 says, "For those who are according to the flesh set their minds on the things of the flesh, but those who are according to the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For the mindset on the flesh is death, but the mindset on the Spirit is life and peace, because the mindset on the flesh is at enmity toward God, for it does not subject itself to the law of God, for it is not even able to do so. And those who are in the flesh are not able to please God." To do hard work, I need to be willing to put my flesh down, which is hard work in and of itself. because the flesh can be mighty strong, and it wins sometimes, and you get discouraged. But if you don't keep fighting, it will always win. And as we see in Romans here, it will lead to death. And especially as a mom and a wife, it will lead to death, not just in my life, but in my marriage, in my kids. It has that kind of power. And so we need to pursue God, because we also have that promise here in Romans that if we put down our flesh and we live according to the mindset with our minds on God, there is peace. So in the midst of hard work, while we're laboring, waiting for that beautiful, wonderful, glorious harvest, there is peace in the midst of that hard work.